if you don't want to.
I'll say, like I said before, I ain't worried about it.
Hi, everybody. I was talking to Mark and listening to him and forgot all about the fact that I was live. Just for a couple seconds, I think. Anyway, we're going to get started. I'm going to check in with my chat real quick. I put a link, y'all. It's the first deal in the stream. That is a link because this one, yeah, come up here, babe. This live is kind of a little birthday party, half birthday party, y'all. For our channel, we are 6 months old as of today. Yeah, 6 months old. Can you believe that? So anyway, if you see the live up here, and it's at the very top, and you want to join in at some point, just click on that live, and it'll take you to our back office. And when I get just a minute, I will put you on live, and you can talk to us and talk to everybody else. So I do have a little co-host here, my little husband, who's barely in the frame. I know. Yeah, barely smiles. And our dog is up here, so there's this liable to be a mess because it's the big dog, not the little ones. Duke, you have to lay down, buddy. He's rocking the bed, which rocks the laptop and the iPad and everything else. But anyway, I'm going to go through here and say hi. Hello, Mischief Managed. Good to see you. So she's always here helping me, and I'm sure she's already started that time clock, y'all. Gary Mackey's, howdy, Goober. Good to see you. Mischief Managed says, howdy, puddin'. Y'all is some, I don't know about y'all. There's a lot of back and forth going on with you two. So we got Marilee H is here. Good to see you. She's a member of our channel, which is man, I'm still learning, y'all. I'm on my new laptop, but I'm still learning. Okay, Joel McCoy is here. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Howdy to you too. Yeah. Joe McCoy says, hi, Mark. I hope you're feeling okay.
I feel great.
He does. Oh, my goodness. I did not say that.
What?
Hold on. But first, coffee. But that would be Mischief trying to pretend like she's me. Says that, Mark, you're looking especially sexy today. He's looking exceptionally old and tired today, y'all. Dirty. He's been out weed eating, which I don't like. Yeah, Gary Mackey, we're both in jail. See our bars back here? Do we need bail money? Yeah. We need some bail money, y'all. Marilee says, Mark, it's nice to meet you. So Marilee says that she's in jail as well. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started. It's not going to be a real long live today unless y'all get real chatty because I've got that link up there where you can get in here if you want to. But I'm back. I took a couple of days to rest and I'm feeling a lot better. Plus I'm not on my chemo right now. It starts back up Tuesday. So I did have something that I wanted to share with y'all. A lot of you already know, and some of you don't. And we are asking for prayers or whatever you guys do, boo. Seriously, prayers, good wishes, whatever you want to do. But Mark, ta-da! My amazing husband, y'all. And I'm going to try not to cry because I have really done well for the last day or two. Anyway, he has a hernia and they did a CT scan in preparation for surgery. But the surgery has been postponed, y'all, because the scan revealed that he also has kidney cancer. He has a large mass on one kidney, but it doesn't seem to have spread and it doesn't seem to be aggressive according to preliminary tests. They will be doing a PET scan really soon, which will tell us more and, give us more information. We don't know what his treatment's going to be. They've mentioned surgery, they've mentioned chemo, they've mentioned radiation, but that was his primary care provider and not not the oncologist. So we are waiting for insurance to approve the PET scan, which is so ridiculous, but mine got approved really fast, so we're going to hope. Um that's literally everything that we know. I mean, I can't think of anything else that we know, do you?
They talk to you, not me.
Well, that's all I told you. I
Yep.
told you everything I know. um anyway, as of today, anyway, we might find out more this week. I'm gonna adjust this just a little bit. There we go. So far, he's symptom free and feels fine. He was out weed eating today. My dog, or his dog, actually, his dog, my baby, is laying there staring at me and then at him and back and forth. So, ugh. They did say, I forgot about that it was probably the cause or contributed to his weight loss. He's lost about 85 pounds in the last year or so. He had cut back on his eating and stuff, but they said that it probably, made it more so. So if y'all will keep him in your thoughts and prayers, I can't lose this man, guys. I can't lose him. He is truly my soulmate. I adore him. I don't like to, the head can get this big if I brag on him too much. He saved me when I was going through my divorce. He saved me from a relationship and a life that was pretty rough and might have ended up with me either dead or in jail. He was a dear friend to me during my early days of my divorce, and he turned into the great, though annoying, love of my life. So, do you have anything to say about it? Tell him how you're feeling and what you're thinking.
I'm not thinking nothing really. I feel great.
Are you not worried?
Nope.
Not even a little? It's weird because honestly, I very seldom ever worry about me. I'm terrified. When they said the word cancer with him, it terrified me. But when they say it with me, I'm like, oh, okay. Gary, I'm so sorry to see that your sister was just diagnosed with pancreatic cancer just a few months ago. I'm so sorry. That's awful. What are you saying, Mischief? I don't know what you're saying. Probably something I've missed somewhere. Anyway,
Can't read it.
I can see what she said, but I don't know what she said. I don't know what it means. 85 and then holy moly. Probably holy moly, but she might, she might have had a couple little or something. I don't know. But anyway, I wanted him to come on here so y'all could see him and know that he's amazing. Mischief Banish says, okay, all brag instead. Mark is my favorite brother-in-law. Yeah, guys. Oh,
Somebody's snoring.
yeah, Gary Mackey. Sometimes it does seem like cancer is just going around, doesn't it? So anyway, today's live is going to be a little bit more light, other than that little dark moment, y'all. I just wanted to get that out there so that if I mention it in the future, those of you at least that have seen this live will know what I'm talking about, because I'm liable to just say something. People be like, what the hell is she even saying? So let's all just sit back and grab a beverage or whatever you want, and let's just chat, y'all. I do have a few things I'm going to tell you, some plans for the channel, just, all kinds of stuff. So I Anyway, I'm starring comments and everything else so I can come back. I don't know. I'm lost. So, I'm lost, y'all. There's that one. So, anyway, I'm so glad to see all of you amazing people. I really am. I don't care if you're in the chat, if you're a lurker, if you're in the replay crew or in the comment section on the replay crew. I don't care where you're at. I'm just always glad to know you're there, see you there, talk to you, whatever. We should turn that volume down. Does it get so good? Oh, my daughter can't find Luna. You might have to go help her. If she can't find her, she's going to be like freaked out. Our daughter can't find her little tiny dog who has dementia and is about blind. See you later, babe.
Good excuse to leave.
Good excuse to leave. Like I tied him up and made him come here, y'all. I mean, I will admit that I was like, come here. But yeah, go help her, babe. Because she's going to be panicked. And if something's happened to her, she could have went off to try to, how dogs are sometimes so off to try to die. Anyway. So back to where I was. Y'all really do truly mean the world to me. And I don't think you know that. And I have watched a couple of channels, not SPTV channels, but I flipped on to this Trolley Troll channel just to see what they were saying. And I ended up pissed. But anyway, he was saying that people don't really know they're, like me. He didn't say me. Okay, he was talking about Reese. But anyway, he was saying that when she says that she cares about her channel and that she loves her channel and everything, and then he included just all creators that say that kind of stuff, that they don't mean it, that they can't possibly mean it. And I thought at first I was pissed. And not, I mean, this is going to sound bad, y'all, but not in defense of Reese. She's a big girl. She can defend herself. But anyway, in defense of us, because I do know several of you. I don't know all of you. I have 1,400 almost subscribers, and no, yeah, I need to avoid them. There was just something on there. I don't even remember what it was, and I thought, I'm going to see what this dumbass has to say. And then I regretted it. I only watched about 2 minutes of it, which I think it was only 5 or 6 minutes long, but I had had enough at about the 2-minute mark. But anyway, yeah, I do avoid them. Constance June, I promise. And thank you for being a member, and thank you for being here. Yeah, I hope she can help her find her dog. I'm a real worried. I'm a worry. I will keep y'all posted if they find her. So she's this teeny little 4-pound Yorkie, and she's got dementia, and she's almost blind, and she's old. So anyway, back to this, because I just keep getting sidetracked. This is going to be long just because I won't stay on topic. But anyway, at first I was pissed, and then I felt bad for him because I thought, you have a channel, and he had like, I don't know, 400 or 500 subs, and he absolutely has the opportunity to get to know his channel. I mean, especially with it being small like it is, because that's how I got to know mine, was whenever we were still small. I got to know several of you, and I'm getting to know some of the rest of you as we go along, as we grow. It's not like that I've got, like I went online and the first day I got 20,000 subs or something, which would be really nice for those watch hours and ad revenue. But I'm happy. I'm happy where I'm at. And instead of just being an asshole troll, this guy could have a really cool channel. He's got a cool story. I learned enough about that by asking a couple of people about him. And he does have a kind of a cool story and everything. And he could, he could have a little bit of what we've got. But no, he'd rather just be a troll, which is, I don't know if he's actually a troll. He's a hater for sure. But I think he probably pretty much is a troll, at least beginning to be. I need a drink. I have to pour something in this with it. But anyway, Today, y'all, means the world to me because it is our first birthday. What does that mean? That means we're 6 months old to the day. And I was gonna wait until the year, but I had my reasons for wanting to celebrate a little bit now, and I started to wear a birthday hat, and then I forgot to go get one for my daughter, so anyway. And then I was gonna wear my, you're in a cult hat or something, but I decided I don't feel like doing that. But you all mean the world to me. That is 100% the truth. I love being here any single day that I can be here, but especially today, because this is our birthday, sort of, half birthday. 6 months ago, I started meeting you guys, all you amazing people, and I remember thinking about a channel seriously for several months before I actually started, right? And trying to decide what to do the channel about, and find a name. And I wanted a name that kind of set the tone for how I wanted the channel to go. And I didn't want it to just be like, yeah, Gary. I didn't want it to be just an information show. I didn't want it to be just a Scientology show. I didn't, I wanted it to be where we can come and learn things, but we also can just sit around and visit and feel like that we're sitting on my porch, or right now, I guess we're all piled up on my bed. But anyway, we can just sit anywhere and just visit, or, have a glass of wine or a cup of coffee or a Coke, or not Coke, but Coca-Cola. I mean, I guess if you want to do Coke, I don't care. It's not my business. But anyway, I just wanted it to be, well, I wanted it to be what it is. A safe place where we can come and talk and just enjoy each other's company. And I did not want it to be a cancer channel. I wanted to be able to mention it, but it not be the focus of the channel, if that makes any sense. It's part of my story, y'all, but it's not all of my story. And I don't ever want it to be all of my story. Of course, now it's going to be a little more of our story with Mark being diagnosed too. And he can act all brave and everything. And he is so brave, and he doesn't seem to be bothered at all. He said the other day that if I could go through he said, if you can go through everything that you've gone through, I can go through this. It'll be easy. And I was just like, but I don't know if I can go through this, because I would much rather it be happening to me than him. That's how I feel with all of you all. Whenever you tell me your stories, I really do internalize them. And God, if I could just take away part of your struggle and your pain, I would do it in a heartbeat. I didn't back to what I wanted. I really didn't even want it to feel like a channel. I wanted it to feel like we were having a conversation. And I didn't want it to be full-time about me. I want to share my life, but not full-time Susie. And one night, honestly, about 3 days before I started, I came up with the concept of joining the fight against Scientology. I had already been, a lurker, a little bit of a chatter here and there, but I figured out that I was really, really getting obsessed with it. And so it just kind of made logical sense. But I couldn't really figure out why anyone would be interested in me talking about Scientology, since I had never been in that cult, or any cult for that matter. I mean, then I found, my mind just went blank. I was looking at the word then, and I could not figure out what the heck it said. And it's printed completely calm, perfectly. Anyway, then I found Marilyn Honig, y'all. And it was by total accident. I saw they were talking about the cruise, talking about maybe wanting to get a cruise together. This is before they actually did it. But Anyway, they were talking about that, and they said that Marilyn and her husband Duncan were going, and I thought, who is this Marilyn? I don't know her. So I went in search of her. So that's kind of how I found her. And she was for the most part, she's a never in. She was in a cult, but not Scientology. She's close to my age. She's a little fluffy like me. I'm a little fluffier, but anyway, she's a little fluffy like me. And I just kind of felt like that we had a lot in common. We're like totally different and just a lot alike at the same time. That makes any bit of sense. So, I decided, yeah, I'm going to give this a try. For 6 months, I'd either get bored or fail. Those were the choices I thought was going to happen. I never thought there would be a chance in hell that I would go past 6 months, but I wanted to try it. But you know what? I've never for 1 minute been bored, and I didn't fail. We're still a small channel. We still have a small chat, but I kind of like it. We're tight knit, we're friends and family, and we care deeply about each other. It's not just, you know, lip service, y'all. I figure that if we have 100 subs that really want to be here, then we're a success. So at nearly 1,400, we are, in my opinion, a huge success. I wouldn't dare to shut it down now. I'd be like, oh my God, I'm an old lady from Oklahoma, and somehow or another, I've actually made a successful channel. But then I realized it's not me that's made the successful channel. It's you, all of you. And so I can't let you all down. So, maybe we'll never be successful like Reese or Nora or Marilyn and, Aaron and all the ones that do so amazing and that I love them. But we are our own type of success, y'all. And I will keep showing up because you are my friends. And I don't care what that trolley troll ass has to say, I have grown to love and care for you. I see your names and I immediately think of things that you've told me. I see your names and I'm thinking, oh, she goes to my chat, or oh my gosh, he was in my chat, or or oh, they left a message on my on the replay crew or whatever. I think of things that you all say and I just get so amazed because you all are so amazing. And I love our second and third gens. And I would feel like a loser if I quit and didn't continue to fight for them. I mean, if they can get up here and be out there with all the trauma that they've had and be kind and generous people, then, I'm here too. So today I just want to kind of relax. I did put the link up, y'all, if anybody wants to jump in. I keep forgetting to look down there, make sure nobody's sitting in there. I would love for you to hit that link. I would love for you to hit the like or the subscribe or to chat or not chat. I don't care. I just love that you're here. And I think it's awesome. So, anyway, it took us what I thought was quick, right? It took us 3 months to get totally monetized. And I know some creators, especially some of the ones that do the, that go out and the word went out of my head. Damn, where they march around in front of the buildings. Yes. Yes. Allegro Organic Northwestern Peppermint Tea. I sit down. I was doing it during my live, but now I have decided that I enjoy it more if I have some caffeine during the live to keep me going. And then I sit down with my peppermint tea afterwards and just inhale that smell and hold on to that warm cup and just rest. And I flip through the other channels or, anyway. So yes, y'all should try that peppermint tea. Mischief Managed, you don't have to drink alcohol to sit on my porch and visit. You can have tea, you can have coffee, you can have water, you can have sodas, you can have whatever you want. When I say get a drink, I don't mean you have to drink alcohol because I probably won't. I drink alcohol sometimes on vacation. Yeah, my necklace is all twisted around. Y'all's looking at my ugly um, magnet thing instead of at the necklaces. But anyway, I'm just amazed that y'all show up for this old lady. I really am. So anyway, I want to take a minute and thank my mods. This is like a long uh, acceptance speech at the Oscars or something. I'm thanking everybody. But anyway, they are the glue, y'all, that holds this channel together. They check on me every single day, sometimes multiple times. They're not like annoying either. They just pop in, usually, in chat or text or something where I can just, click on it whenever I get the time. I don't have to like stop what I'm doing and run answer the phone or something. They chat behind the scenes. We all do. We all chat behind the scenes all the time. There's always some kind of chat about something going on. Sometimes it gets crazy, y'all. They worry if I'm quiet for too long. They make sure I don't talk too long so that I don't end up too exhausted, y'all. So I just can't imagine being without them. When I was sick, y'all, right before the September 11th show that we did, um, I had all these plans to get these people to come on and talk and stuff. And I literally waited until like the afternoon of the day before and finally realized, oh my God, it's tomorrow. For some reason, I thought it was the next day. And I thought, okay, I can, work on it tomorrow. But I didn't have tomorrow to work on it because I needed to be working on the show. But anyway, you would not believe it. They all jumped in and started trying to contact people that might be able to go on, people that might be able to make just statements or something. I mean, they were helping me with information. It was unreal. Like, I cannot believe it. And when I told them about Mark's cancer diagnosis, y'all, they immediately, guys, started researching any way to help us, whether it be financially or whatever, just any way to help us. And this went on for hours and hours and hours. And I mean, I was researching a show, so I wasn't even doing it. I was trying to, shove it out of my thought process and work on a coming up show. And they were doing all the work. And I swear to you, if this channel ever gets rich, and y'all can stop laughing, because I mean, it could happen. It's not likely, but it could happen. But if it does, my mods are going to get paid. And in the meantime, if I can do little things to show them my appreciation, I want to do that. And that's really going to be, hi Eric, that's really going to be my goal, y'all, for this next 6 months is to show them, whether it be words or whatever, just how amazing they are. So anyway, what's the next 6 months going to look like? I've thought it over, and there are some things that I want to implement a little bit. I kind of want to, I feel like I've kind of worked out some of the kinks, not all of them. And so I just want to try to add a few things that I thought might bring more interest to the channel. So I've actually got 10 things listed. So number one, well, this one's not really a change. I just wanted you to know that Scientology is going to always, as far as I can tell, always be the main focus of this account, or at least until we shut their asses down. Number two, I want to occasionally bring Veta on to the live, as I am going to do on Monday. She's got a show coming up on Monday. And I'd like to get Mark on once in a while. He popped on at the beginning of this one. If any of y'all missed it, you can go look at my little Mark. Not little, he's bigger than I am. He weighs less, turd. Thank you, Eric. That is so kind. Thank you so much for your super chat. But I'd like to get him on. I'd like to get Mark on maybe on Sundays, Sunday evenings, and kind of make it a Sunday fun day, like Sunday where we relax, where we don't, unless there's something really important. I'd like to keep Sundays as kind of a, a chill day where we're not quite so, just it can get bad. Thank you, Gary, for more gifted memberships. You are such a sweetheart. Anyway, number 3. I want to tell your stories, or actually, I want you to tell your stories. And I just want to be there to lean on, kind of, help you along if you get stuck or upset. We can do it on camera. I've got one coming up on Tuesday at 11 a.m. that we're just going to have audio. We're not going to have her face, but we're going to have audio. And it probably is going to end up a 2-parter. And she's going by an alias. So she's got her reasons. I'm not going to talk about what the live is even going to be about at this point, but you're not going to want to miss it. So please mark your calendars or set an alarm or whatever. Do people really use calendars much anymore? I do. But, set your alarms, y'all, for 11 o'clock Central Standard Time on Tuesday. Possibly on Thursday or Friday also, but we're going to see. So I really do. I want to tell your stories. And if you have been in any kind of, whether it's Scientology or another high control situation, I want you to feel like you can come here and discuss it and maybe heal a little bit by sharing and feeling the love that this chat will offer you immediately. You can ask Brooke Elliott and her mother, Karen. It's amazing how much this chat just soaks people in love. Number 4, I've already said this one, but I am determined that I'm going to start a monthly members only Zoom meeting. And I'm going to try to pick 1 or 2 non-members to join us every month and, just do a Zoom meeting and just talk. I mean, we'll be able to see each other and hear each other. And, it'll be a lot more like sitting around talking. And we're not going to have, generally, probably not even going to have a topic or, maybe an idea what we want to talk about, but not like I'm not going to sit here and read something or talk to you. We're going to talk. We're going to listen to each other's stories. We're going to hear about each other's day. We're going to do all that stuff. And the only reason that I do it as members only is that I do owe them a little bit of something for being, sponsors of this channel. And so that was one way that I thought that I could give back to them a little bit. And also, if I invite a couple of extra people here and there, that might, make them happy, and it might get them to want to be members so that they can be in the next chat or the next Zoom, I mean. So anyway, I'm going to try to do it this month, y'all, in September. But if I don't, I'm going to definitely set it up for October, because I'll be honest, I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm going to have to get one of my daughters to sit down and figure it out with me. And so Megan is so busy with homeschooling and doctor's appointments, and her husband just had surgery on his nose. He had to have bones removed because he couldn't breathe. It was all stopped up in there, and it was a mess, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, it ended up a much bigger surgery than he meant to have, and so he's recovering from that. And then Katie, she works constantly. So, she's not here till in the evenings, and God only knows in the evenings I'm already tired. So, but, oh my nose. I'm hoping that on the weekend I can sit down with them and we can figure out how to do it, because that's something I definitely want to implement. Okay. Number 5, in some of the lives, like today, and none of you have taken advantage of it, I want to post the link where you can join us on the stage. And I think that would be kind of fun. And so if I keep doing it, I think that after a while people will start joining. You know, I know that women sometimes are like, "Oh my god, my hair's not fixed. I don't have a bra on. This or that." We don't care. Look how I go on stage all the time. I'm in like a sweatshirt that says, "Let me tell you about my cult." But, I would love to have you come on stage with me sometimes because we can see and hear you. And I think that would be amazing. Okay, number 6, I want to have a monthly Ask Me Anything or just an open chat where we don't have any kind of agenda that we're going to talk about. That we are just going to chat about whatever you want to do. If you want to bring up how you took your dog to the groomer and this happened, or you want to bring up, I really want to stay away from politics, y'all, because this the next until November, it's only going to get worse and worse with the bickering, and I hate that. But I really do just want to stay away from it just as a rule so that we don't have to even acknowledge it with the trolls. I don't expect y'all to come in here and be ugly. You're never ugly, but we never know who's going to barge in. But anyway, number 7, I want your input on topics that you want me to cover. You can reach me on in the chat. You can reach me in the comment section after the live. You can reach me on Facebook Messenger. Some of you have my phone number. If you want it, message me and I'll give it to you and you can text me. I don't answer a lot of phone calls just because my phone goes off constantly and I try to keep it open for doctors. I don't try to be on there so I can, you know, Marilee jumped on, but there we go. She's coming on. We're going to bring Marilee on the stage real quick. Hi. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Good.
Can
I
you
can
hear
hear you
me?
too. Yes, I can. It's good
I
to
told
see
you I was
you.
impaired too.
So I'm glad to see you. Let me finish these really quick. Just hang there. I just got a couple more. I really do want your input. So get me those messages. Another one, number 8. Sister Bougie plans to come back. She's been asked for, so she's going to be here at some point. Number 9, I want to build this community, but not very much. I still want us to be able to do this. And I still want us to be able to, get to all the members of the chat in a day's time and not have to miss so many of them. But anyway, and number 10, and this one is just me being a little bit vain. I want Aaron or Natalie to mention us in their lives. That's what I want. I want them to mention us. So if any of you can make that happen, get on it. So now we're going to talk to Marilee. How are you doing? It's good to see you. What have you been doing today? Can you tell everybody where you're at? Like location? Oops. She popped out on. Hopefully she'll come back. Lisa Kelson just won a membership and she feels like the luckiest girl in the world. Marilee, if you want to come back in, just hit that link again, babe. Oh my gosh, Gary, thank you so much. It's time for coffee. After 10 years and 2/3 pots a day, my pot was starting to fail, so I decided to clean it. Wow, works like a brand new one. Last pot lasted 22 years, but this one is only halfway there. Aw, I might have to, well, I'm going to pay mine. I started to say I might have to invest in some more coffee with Super Chat, but I'm going to pay it towards my chemo because we paid over half so far with this channel's revenue. We paid over half of this month's chemo copayment. So I'm excited, y'all. I'm I'm thrilled. And I haven't even got paid yet, so that'll help. I haven't got paid for I get paid the 20th, I think it is. So I'll be really excited. Well, I don't see her popping back in. I don't know what happened. Oh, no. Marilee is magic. Oh, I'm going to go back up and check with some of my chat while we're waiting to see if she pops back in. How's that sound? We're just going to see what's going on here. Whoops. I am not good at this. I'm getting better. I've got a mouse. I just haven't hooked it up. That'll be something I try to do. Okay, now where did we leave off? Mark, how's your old car doing? Well, so far, he hasn't done anything with it. He's got a 92 Camaro, y'all, that he bought off the dealership, it was in the building. It was, completely brand new when he bought it, and it's purple. And he's going to work on it when he retires, which hopefully will be in December. Marilee says, Susie, you look great. Thank you. I don't think so, but thanks. Oh, she's back. There she is.
It's funny because there's a lag.
Yeah. There is. It's a few seconds. It drives me crazy. Because we'll end up talking over each other sometimes. Joe McCoy says, stay strong. You're in my prayers. I'll make sure that Mark knows that, and I accept it too. Prayers and white lights of healing from Mischief Managed. So I was asking you, where do you live at? I can't remember where you said you live at.
I live in Vancouver, Canada.
I thought it was Canada, but I couldn't remember where. And I hate being wrong because then it's worse, I think, than just saying I can't remember. So what's the weather like here now? It's already cold?
We always joke about it being the wet coast.
Oh, yeah. Instead of the West Coast, it's the wet coast. Yeah. In California, we call it the best coast. Well, I'm in Oklahoma, but whenever I grew up in California, we called it the best coast. So, so what's the weather like now? Wet, I'm assuming?
It's raining.
Is it? I actually love rain. I don't like ice, and we get a lot of ice here in Oklahoma.
We don't get a lot of ice or snow.
Really? Really? I'll have to tell my husband because I keep telling him, he thinks I'm crazy because I keep telling him I want to move to Canada. And he goes, you won't be able to handle all the snow and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I bet I could. I bet I could. So.
Okay, I'm going to hop off and go back to the chat.
Okay.
Okay.
It was good to see you. I can put a face with your name now. And you're one of my sisters, so I ought to know what you look like.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I will talk to you later, sweetie. Marilee did say that her sister has had, yeah. My oldest sis had a gallbladder that developed gangrene. Her body built a shell around it. Wow. It was safely removed. Doctor wanted a full scan done to ensure no spread and found lung cancer, which also fixed. Wow. I had to have my gallbladder out. It was full of what my surgeon called sludge. He said it was like nasty, thick syrup or motor oil or something. And I said, well, I don't know why it would be syrup because at the time I drank very little soda or anything like, sugary anything. But he said it didn't have anything to do with that. It was just, Are you waving me to get ready to be done, Mischief Managed? I'm gonna get done in a minute, I promise. She is something else. She bosses me. She takes that sister thing. Yes, Constance June. I hope that he can help her find her dog. They haven't come back yet. Ugh. Marilee says, "Oh, Susie tied him up, getting kinky." No, I did not tie Mark up, y'all. Aw. RMJ70, love you, Susie. I love you too. I don't know you, but I'm hoping that we get a chance to get to know each other. Yeah, the way I do it, Gary says, the way I do it is I don't click on stuff unless they're recommended by someone I trust. My world is small by design. I normally don't check on it. I just, for some, I don't even remember now what it said, but I thought, I know that that's not true. And I wanted to see if he said what it looked like he was saying, and he did, and it wasn't true, and I didn't even comment because, me, I wanted to be like, "Listen, you dumbass, you're wrong on that. Okay, if you got a beef, you got a beef, and that's understandable. I don't mind if people have legitimate beefs. But don't make stuff up, you know? Don't make it worse. Don't twist the words. Don't, if you wanna say something and you have a legitimate problem, say it. If not, shut up." Joe McCoy says, "I'm on the list, so I can say this without hesitation. Avoid the troll channels. They are just full of goat poop." Yeah, yeah. He also made a comment about me getting a laptop. And then I saw a bunch of people on, I didn't see it. Somebody sent it to me, so I saw it that way. And I told him, I said, just don't send me anything anymore. But a viewer sent me some stuff from Reddit where they were talking about that I'm now like the student has become the teacher or something, like that I learned it. They were saying I learned it from Reese and I am now a grifter. So, anyway. TKK says, "Susie, I hope that you are feeling better." I am. I'm feeling actually pretty good today. I will start feeling bad again about Tuesday when I have to start my chemo back up, but I do get a couple of days over the weekend where I feel pretty good. Gary Mackey says, "Drunk Susie, oh, we don't need that." No. Well, I'm not bad though. I just get giggly and silly. And then other times I get kind of quiet. Mostly I just get giggly and silly. But I'm very, very I've only been drunk a couple times in my life ever. I have a couple drinks here and there, but usually something fruity, and I know when to quit. Mischief managed, you mean the world to me too? Girl, you have no idea. Mischief manages, we can do some porch drinking. Nothing beats a nice sit down chat with Susie. Absolutely. We're going to have some, y'all. We're going to have just some talks. Aw, Joe McCoy says the reason this channel is what it is, in a word, genuine. Absolutely. I think so too. I think so too. Gary Mackey says, I bought my BFF some of that peppermint tea that you recommended to help her through her chemo. Oh boy, she's a fan. It is amazing. If I don't have it, I start pouting. Like if we're off, somewhere and it starts getting late and everything, and I'll be like, I haven't had my tea yet. I haven't had my tea. Mark starts, he's like, take a tea bag with you because we can get hot water anywhere. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, Mischief lists the name, the brand, and everything of that on here a little bit down the chat a little bit, Marilee. It is amazing, and I'm gonna have to order some more because I'm getting low, but it gets here in like 2 days, so. Gary Mackey says, Goober, we probably need to schedule a drunk chat. Don't drink anymore, but I can reduce my meds in Taiwan. They have that. Have you guys seen that stuff that they're advertising? I'm not going to try it, but I've seen it. They're advertising some kind of powder that you put in water or something. I don't know, on Facebook, and it gives you a buzz, but there's no alcohol in it. It scares me. I'm like, what is giving me a buzz that I don't you know, I mean, I guess it tastes good and everything, but I'm like, no. Totally Jersey. Hello, good to see you. And you are 100% correct. There are different ways of measuring success. And I'm telling you guys, I think that we are a success. Joel says that it's been 38 years since he quit drinking. Don't miss it anymore. Now, there we go. There's our tea. Allegro Organic Northwestern Peppermint Tea. Yes, Constance June, try it. Try it. I'm serious. It's not even expensive. It's actually not expensive at all. So it's absolutely worth the try. I love it. I'm telling you, there's two things. Two things. Seems like there was a third. Anyway, two things that I love, and that is my Sephora lip stain, which I'm mad because they've changed the formula, and I haven't tried it yet, but I heard it's not as good. But I did buy 12 of the ones, the old ones, when they put them down to $5 a piece. I had actually birthday money from June that I had not yet spent. So I bought 12 lip stains. So, and the other is my peppermint tea. Those two things. There is a third, and I cannot for the life of me. I contacted them the other day and said that, that yes, I would be interested in doing a collab with them on some stuff because I'm only going to collab on things that I absolutely love. And no, it wasn't Temu. But my brain is just not letting me think of what it is. Oh, my hair. Good Lord, y'all. Anyway, I do have awesome mods. Totally Jersey. I do. Mine are the best. Marilee says, Gary Mackey, stop picking on my sister. Is he picking on Mischief? Mischief says, Merritt's okay. If he was 9 years old, he'd be pulling my pigtails. Mama Ray Ray, long-time lurker here. Good to see you. I love when lurkers start popping in. I'm catching alive, and I just want to say that I love what you're doing. Hello, all, and thank you, mods. Please come back and talk to us. Please join in the chat. It's easy. Good to see Eric here. Marilee says that he would be pulling her pigtails and Big Sis would be kicking his butt. Eric, thank you so much. That's so kind. Thank you so much for your super chat. Gary Mackey with throwing out those memberships, those gifted memberships, you guys. I'm telling you, you don't understand. This is the honest to God's truth. When I get done with a live where anybody has gifted a membership, bought a membership, even just one, or gifted any, or done a super chat or anything, I cry. It's not that that those people mean more to me than everybody else. It's not that. I can't really put it into words, but there's just some kind of an emotional thing about somebody like giving me money, or I can't even put it into words. I cry every time. I mean, I'm not like sobbing. I don't mean that, but like I close everything down, and as I'm closing it down, I'm in tears. I have tears because y'all just continue to amaze me that you not only just show up here and support, which pays me because, it gets me viewing hours, it gets me ad revenue and all that. And that's what supports the channel. But then when some people go above and beyond, it just, I don't know. It just completely, yeah. Lisa Kelson says, I'm way late to the party, Susie. You look beautiful in pink. I'm going to rewind and watch from the beginning. Happy anniversary, my sweet Susie. Well, we're a half anniversary, Lisa, we're a half anniversary, but yeah, I couldn't wait. Mischief Managed says, hey, sis, you look great. Lisa just won a membership. Gary Mackey with his super chats. Thank you so much. Talking about his coffee pot, y'all. I read that one a while ago. Lisa Kelson says, oh no, like you don't have enough on your plate as it is. You will be in my family's prayers. I love you, Susie. I love you too, Lisa. And please do keep Mark in your prayers. Me too, obviously, but I'm always going to worry more about him than I do me. I know how I feel, but I don't know how he feels. Like I know what my brain is doing. I know what my body's doing. But I don't know with him. And he'd try not to worry me even if he was worried. He would try not to worry me. But he's like that. I talked to his mom the other day and she said that even when he was little, that he was like that. Like nothing really, he didn't borrow trouble, is what she said. He didn't worry about it till he needed to worry about it. And so good on him. Cinderella, good to see you. Lisa Kelson says, your story sounds a lot like mine and my husband's. My husband was actually my ex-husband's best friend, but he is my very best friend. I get what you were saying. Love you so much. Mark's ex-wife grew up with my ex-husband, and she worked for me at one point whenever I had a beauty shop / beauty supply exercise. That it was like we called it a health and beauty center, and it was huge. It had exercise equipment and tanning beds and massage therapy and makeup and hair products and hairstylists and manicurists. I mean, it was big. And she was a massage therapist. Well, anyway, she worked there. And has passed now, so I don't feel horrible saying anything about her. I'm not saying anything bad, really. But she did have a problem with drugs. And she had a problem because he wouldn't pay for them. And so she would do whatever she had to do to pay for her drugs. And I got onto her one day and I said, you have got this beautiful home, a nice car, an amazing husband. You've got all this stuff and you are going to throw it away. And she said to me, well, if you think he's so great, you take him. And I will never forget this, y'all, because I was like, ooh, I don't want him. I just want you to want him because you're married to him. And so anyway, what was really strange was like, my goodness, 10 years or so after that, we ended up married. So, and I actually, mainly me, have a relationship with his former stepchildren. So, or child, one of them, there's two. And I talked to the stepson some. Streams tonight. I know Poe is on at 1900 and Zach should be on at 2030. Miss Kim usually on late. And of course, Jen and Cricket are on overnight. Thank you, Gary Mackey. Absolutely. Y'all go watch those. I will be. Joe McCoy says it's been very enjoyable being here with all of you. I feel sure that we will hear in 6 months when it's a year. Be safe, well, and happy. See you on the flip side. Goodbye, Joel. See you later, probably tomorrow. Nisa, congratulations with the success of your channel. We're halfway to a year, girl. We are halfway to a year. West Coast Fancy Nancy loves peppermint essential oils too. I do too. I like to put them on my skin. It helps with the nausea because I can just smell it all the time. If I move around, I smell it and it helps with the nausea. Lisa Kelson says she saw Reese talking about that. Yeah, it's been a whole thing. Oh, West Coast Fancy Nancy, thank you so much for your super chat. That is so kind, you guys. Y'all are gonna make me cry. See, I'm gonna be bawling. I've got several reasons. Yes, I know Maryland time is or Marilee time is almost up. Cajun Mama, hi Miss Susie, sending well wishes on your 6-month anniversary. Yay! Yeah. Gary Mackey says that's the way small towns are in Oklahoma. You have to check both sides of your family tree to make sure that you aren't related. Yeah. I had a pretty good idea he was not, because his family is a first generation Oklahoma people. They're from um, Nebraska and I don't remember where. My brain's not working. Anyway, they're from up north, so I knew that he wasn't related, and he was the perfect pick for me. Yes, and that does help with headaches too. West Coast Fancy Nancy. Aw, Anna Casillas gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, Anna. You guys, this is an amazing chat today. I'm already getting it's working up, y'all. I'm gonna be crying. Well, that looks like I've reached the end of the chat today, and I am at an hour. So if Mischief isn't, she's still in the back office. I see her. I'm surprised she hasn't hit end stream. Um, you guys, thank you so much, Cajun Mama, for the hearts. I got you guys. I don't think you know, but I really do truly care deeply for all of you. I'm gonna get some rest. I was gonna make a big dinner tonight, but my husband said that we could have soup, which we already have. I have well, he's gonna have stew that Megan made. It's left over from last night or night before. And I'm gonna have, they sell those little bowls of broccoli cheese soup. And I have just gotten hooked on that and saltine crackers with butter on them. So that's what I'm gonna eat tonight, y'all. Mama Ray Ray says lots of love from Northern Cali. I lived in Northern California for a while. I lived in a little town called Maxwell, and I loved it up there. If I could move anywhere, it would probably be there. I would, maybe not Maxwell, but probably. But I would definitely move to California or Canada, and that would be a huge draw for me. Anna Casillas says, rest up and know that you are loved, sweets. You are loved too. Anna Banana, thank you. Have a great rest, Susie. I will, I promise. Yeah, it sounds yummy, doesn't it? I love some broccoli cheese soup, and it's kind of cool here today. Not really, but enough that it's given me a little bit of a fall vibe. So Marilee says, rest up, Susie, and enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm going to go, guys. Thank you for my super chats and my gifted memberships and all that. You guys, I'm telling you, you don't understand. You do not understand what it means to me. You don't, and the thing is you don't understand what it means to me just when you show up. So, I mean, it's not just the money. I swear to God, it's not. It's just that is like a little extra thing of I'm like, oh my God, they absolutely don't have to do this, and they did. Because I'd love you either way. So I'm gonna go because I'm already getting the tears. So I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. And there might be 2 lives tomorrow, but I'm not for sure. We're gonna see. Okay, love you. Bye.